Hello everyone, Dungeon Frog here, and today I want to make a speed tier list of all 5e subclasses. I will rank them in their classes and not between classes, and I won't care about the RP aspects. If you are a good RPer, you can play every class. There will be some personal biases, but yeah, everyone has some personal biases. And yeah, I have a timer here and I want to make it as fast as possible. The classes will get like 1-2 sentences which will explain their grading and do some hopefully fun lore stuff about them. So let's start. Abjuration, you love to counterspell and try to not die. You love to melee mage. Also try not to die. Better don't get a crit. That's the only thing which probably will hit you. Chronology and divination. You hate the random aspects in a random dice game. Super OP. You love to conjure some animals and pets and stuff, but your class actually does not bring you anything. Enhancement. I don't know. The class seems to be good. I don't know why. Never seen played someone, but it seems to be good. So give it an A. Evocation. Give it to your new player, and let him kill everything around. Graviturgy. You're playing in a group full of physics and mathematicians who like to discuss about graviturgy. Illusion. Man, I hope you have a creative DM and I hope you're a creative player. Necromancy, a better conjuration wizard, but your GM probably will hate you because you will take an hour to do one turn. Stripes, you are a librarian in real life, but also a good class. Transmutation, Full Metal Alchemist, this is not you. War Magic, yeah, just play a Bladesinger. But creation, you can make your weapon, your bardic inspiration into a weapon. Huh? Fun, I guess. Eloquence, super good. You win every talk. And also you have some really good abilities. Glamour, I see why this class is purple, I think. Lore, you get every spell you want and have super good uses for your bardic inspiration. Thoughts. Sadly not a good class. Doesn't really fit to the class and it's a selfish class. Better not play it. But if you want to be in a melee, and especially if you want to be a range cleric with like a bow, then get Valor. Whispers, cool concept, cool idea, super situational, maybe in an evil campaign, but sadly not a good one. Paladin classes, Ancients. You want to be a good guy and also a nature guy. Super good defensive aura, decent spell list, decent class. Conquest and Crown, I can't separate them because I never know which one is which, but they are both mediocre. Devotion, oh, I like this class. You're such a good guy and try to help everyone and be a good guy. But sadly, your class is not the greatest. Glory, why is your aura the only one with a small range? Still a decent class. Redemption, you want to be the main tank of every game. Watchers, super situational, but if it works out, it's really strong. And also you have some good defensive buffs. Oh, there's missing Oathbreaker. You want to be the evil paladin guy. Super strong in offense, and there's another one missing, and that one would be an A tier, the Oath of Vengeance one. That would make your DM care about if his monsters will survive your first hit with your super burst. Arcana, if you start at level 17, a super good class, if not, decent class. A lot of opportunities and a lot of ways to build the class. Probably still an A. Death, super offensive cleric, does not offer anything else. Forge. Man, you want to be a melee cleric? You don't want to die, you want to get some extra gold, play a Forge Domain Cleric. Grave. You pretty much play it for the vulnerability debuff and some fluff. Decent class. Knowledge. Super RP heavy class. You are playing with two people and want to have some extra good skill checks and also want to be a priest, then play it. Other than that, a bit underwhelming. Life. You are a heal bot. Light. You like to do actually some fire damage and have a really good Channel Divinity spell. Way better than I thought. Nature. You like to strike with your wooden staff in a shillelagh build. Not bad. Order. Not my kind of tea. Peace. You hate the concentration abilities and always wanted that you should be able to concentrate on more spells. And also, who cares about focusing something if your party shares all the damage? Super good. Tempest. Super lot of damage. Works super good in multiclassing, which I don't talk much about here. But yeah, great class. Super offensive. Trickery. Hard to play, interesting build options, but overall probably not the best class. Twilight, super OP. Would probably ban it every game happily. You are running a temp D life buffer. You can see farther than things which live in the Underdark where there is no light. And yeah, you just can look twice as far as them. You can permanently fly thanks to your super temp HP buffing sphere. And yeah, imagine your druid summons 8 pixies and now they all have like plus 20 life points more. Have good fun. Super OP. War. Yeah, better play a Forge Domain Cleric if you want to go to the melee side of the things. Sorcerer. Beyond Mind. Have a lot of great spells and a huge choice of spells, which are all pretty decent, and you also can do a lot of things sneaky while no one notices you. Really good. Clockwork's the same thing as the Beyond Mind, have a lot of spells, decent variety. 8 really synergize well with your meta magic to increase its duration. Great class. Divine Soul. You are kinda a priest. Good class, decent options. Saves you a lot of times. Really good raid class. Draconic Bloodline. You want to play a melee sorcerer. They all, which those 4 don't have any additional spell tier list, which makes them way worse than those 3. Even if the Divine Soul not really has an extra spell slot list, but has some extra spell choices. So that's why they are ranked way higher than those 4. So yeah, probably good if you want to be a dragon, melee, fighter stuff. Decent. Shadow magic, you're probably an emo kid. Storm sorcery, sadly pretty underwhelming. Also could work with cold or some stuff to make it at least a bit more fun. Wild magic, you want to kill your group and you love the randomness, which they too hate. Archfey, when we are coming to the Warlock. You are excited for the Fairy book, which comes out. Actually a decent class, can blink a lot, has some really interesting skills. So, yeah, probably high A rating. Celestial, you hate priests but still want to be a priest. Fathomless. Man, I always imagine those frog tongues coming out of the ground, grabbing everyone, and doing tons of damage. Really great class. Fiend. You like to blast things, but don't want to be a wizard. Genie. Man, free wishes, free wishes. Great old one. Man, I wished you were a great class. Really great concept, really great 2 RP. Sadly, not a good class. Hexblade. Man, you have like one build, but this build is super OP. So if you play in this build, super OP. Undying. Maybe in a space campaign? Sadly, it's also really hard to buff and to make it a good class. Don't know what I would do with it. Sadly not good. Dreams, leaking its own spell list, which hinders it from being higher than B tier, has a lot of bonus action heals and can teleport around a lot. Land has some bonus spells and a lot of spellcasting abilities, a lot of variety, but nothing too outstanding. Moon. Yeah, you can transform into every animal, and you have like super huge spikes in early games and in late games. So if you play in early or late games, really good class. If not, it falls off, but still overall an S class. You like to summon things, but prefer the druid side of things. Actually better than Conjuration, so that's for it. You like to summon more undead things and like some temp HP. I like it. Stars. Pretty good early game. Falls off, but still remains super strong. Wildfire. You got a companion which can teleport pretty much all the time. Also, you get some really spells, only missing the fireball. Still a great class. Beastmaster. The new version of it is great. The old one is not. Paywanderer. You want to play alone and want to make every check alone. Decent class. I like it a lot. Gloomstalker. You are a emo kid, but one of the new generation. Does tons of damage, is sneaky. Great class. Horizon Walker. You like to teleport around and probably never find a portal. Hunter. Man, you are old school. Still a good class. Monster Slayer. Geralt, this is not you. Too much focus on their bonus actions, which is a bit easier now in Tasha's, but still does not make it that much better. Swarmkeeper. Really great class. Have a lot of options to control the battlefield. Gives us some nice fantasy. Good class. Coming to the Artificer, Alchemist. Weakest class of them all. Buff the potions. Artillerist. I start with this one. Can throw down a cannon, which can do a lot of things, but it's probably stronger in multiclass than as only class. So probably in B tier. Armorer and Battlesmith. I will rank them both at A tier. You have as the Battlesmith a really good pet, and get some really good range abilities as a range character, not as a full caster. So fun options here. And Armorer, never seen really one, but he seems to be really good. So probably an A class. Arcane Archer, yeah, probably play a Battle Master, which I come now. Has tons of options to fit to every playstyle. Can do pretty much everything you want. Great versatility, great class. Cavalier, you actually don't need a pet for or a horse for it to play it as a tank. Good, super good defensive class. Champion, you like to do crits all the time, and you are playing in a group with home ruled extra crit damage rules. Sadly, probably boring as fuck. Echo Knight, you are playing two characters. Eldritch Knight, you always wanted to be a warrior, but also with magic abilities, but more on the warrior side. Cyanide, great options, but not as many choices as the Battle Master. Purple Dragon Knight, why do you exist? Rune Knight, man, so much words for my little knight brain. Still a strong class. Samurai. The Wano Act is actually decent, so is this class. Really great flavor, and we only can give it an A tier. Let's go to the Barbarian. Ancestral Guardian. A good tank class, nothing too shiny, but overall a decent class. Battle Rager. Only for dwarves, sadly, buff its damage. It does not scale at all. Beast. Lot of interesting options to transform your character, and like I said, I always imagine the tail attack as a frog tongue attack, so I have to give it an A. Berserker, yeah. You always wanted to be a Berserker, only not in D&D. Storm Herald. Cool concept. I wish it would be better in every aspect. Totem Warrior, yeah. Pretty much everyone plays a Barbarian Totem Warrior, definitely S tier. If you see another Beer Totem Warrior, which you see pretty much in every D&D game. So yeah, good super tank, annoying to fight against, and please play more of the other Totem Barbarian styles. Wild Souls, I think I liked the UA version better, but I have one running in soon in one of my campaigns, so I'm excited to see how it will done. I probably will give it a B tier so far that I don't see it. Zealot, better than I expected. Has some options, does not die, does decent damage. Probably an A class. Arcane Trickster, you like to be a rogue and a caster, and this time this works really well out. Also, Mage Hand is a really good spell. Assassin, you probably pay your DM some extra money that he lets you surprise your enemy every combat, and you probably annoy him because you always want to be a surprise, even without doing any planful things to surprise enemies. So, yeah, probably low B tier. Inquisitive, you want to be Sherlock Holmes, so you probably have to be smart. And if you're a smart player, decent class. Man, another Sherlock Holmes? I can like this, but this time more as a support character. And for that, I give it a B2. Phantom class, a new class. I'm really excited to see it. Didn't see it right now. But I like the concept. It's a cool idea. More of an AoE class. Probably give it still an A. Till I see more of it. Scout. Pretty solid rogue in overall terms. Can do everything good. And especially good at skill checks. Really good range character. And I play one. So I have to give it an A. Soul Knife. Really decent use of the Psy dice. So nothing to say bad about it. Really helps to increase the potential of a rogue. So probably even S tier. Swashbuckler, you're a charismatic rogue. Don't see that too often. But yeah, the dueling aspect is really good to get advantage a lot of times. But steady aim makes it a bit worse. I think still an A tier. Thief. If you're creative and reach the higher levels, it's really strong, but you also need a nice DM, so for that, as I'm a nice DM, I would still give it an A. Astral Self, you can play a full wisdom-based monk and watch Hunter x Hunter. Probably even S tier. Drunken Master, it reads better than it is, but man, who does not want to be a Drunken Master? 4 elements. Man, we are all waiting for your rework for forever. When will it come? Sadly, total trash class. Kensai Monk. Wow, a monk who can wield a bow decently? Also all other material weapons? Count me in for this. Long Death. You... Yeah. Decent class. I give it an A. Mercy. You always wanted to wear a Raven mask, and also your group is missing a healer, so your class fits in. Probably will bring it up here. Open Hand. You're just waiting that your monk one day becomes OP when you're when the story of the game is a long time finished. But if you ever get that far, pretty great class. Still will give it a B. Shadow. Man, we have our third emo boy. but this time it works out again pretty nicely. A lot of movement. Sunsoul, you are liking fire damage and also want to be a monk. Works out pretty decently, probably an A tier. So that was my quick tier list, and we are still nearly 20 minutes in, so maybe you can do it faster. I think my explanations could be better from time to time, but overall, yeah, I think this could give you a quick overview about every class. And check out other class guides if you want to have more information about the classes. But yeah, that's my short, brief overview of what I think about the classes. So see you in the next one. Goodbye.